I was worried you blow my reputation, but I figured it's not on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The way you're making me shiver, your hands on myself, I keep pulling the trigger, alright. This very finger for people like them. Oh, no, no. Well, darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky, oh. It's the way you make me feel so good, right now.
Alright, just pulled up to the gym. I'm heading in for a workout, but I just wanted to hop on here and welcome you guys to the video and tell you what it's all about. So this video is going to be all about getting back on track. So personally, I feel like I have fallen a little out of my routine these last few weeks. I just want to get myself back into a routine and back into a mental space where I'm able to, you know, really push myself, stay motivated, and stay on track. I really just want to make progress towards some of the aspects of my life that mean a lot to me. And those include health, fitness, and my business. And when I say my business, I basically just mean like anytime I'm in the creation mode. So if I'm creating content for Instagram or YouTube or for my app or any of the projects that I'm working on, I have to be in a very creative space, in a clear mental space. So if I'm not 100% on track, it's really hard for me to like snap into that and be creative. So today's video is going to share my tips, show you what I'm going to do to get back into my routine, start making progress. So if you are dealing with something similar, this video will be helpful to you. So stay tuned. We're going to head in. Please like the video and stay tuned.
The way you're making me shiver, your hands on myself, I keep pulling the trigger, alright. This very finger for people like them. Oh, no, no. Well, darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky, oh. It's the way you make me feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good, oh. I keep on falling astray from my intuition, but I'm pretending it's not my fault. No, no, no. The way you make glitter, you drink me like liquor, keep painting the picture, alright. No, I don't care much for people like them. Oh, nah, nah. Well, darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky, oh. It's the way you make me feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good, oh. Around me like a borderline, our fortress in the jungle, baby, we're alright. We don't care much for people like them.
Alright, the first tip that I have for getting back on track is to organize and clean your space. So this could include your kitchen, your bedroom, even your office or your car. It's just really important to have a clean, clear space so that your brain isn't constantly thinking about that. And it's more of a subconscious thing that you're not always focused on, but if your space is dirty, it is distracting. And I found this to be super helpful. So when you want to get back on track, one of the number one things that I do is I clean everything and just make everything feel nice and make it a good environment. I heard this tip from Chalene Johnson a few years ago, and at first I thought it was kind of silly. I was like, how can cleaning really help me with like business or with just clearing my head? But Honestly, guys, it works so well. And I also heard this tip from a friend a few years ago. He said, if you have something that you can do that is only going to take you 10 minutes, say it's like the dishes, then you should try to do that immediately instead of letting it build up to where it's going to take you an hour. Just try to do those little tasks each day that only take a few minutes, and that way it doesn't become a stress in your life. So that's tip number 1. All right, tip number 2 is kind of correlated with tip number 1, but it's clearing your head. So we typically are looking at social media a lot throughout the day in this generation, which really clouds our mind, and we might not think about it like that, but when we're looking at other people's Instagram posts or watching a YouTube video, you're taking in information into your brain and you're thinking about it. So you're constantly letting your brain bring in information and process it. So if you don't allow yourself to disconnect from all the socials and all the information going into your brain, a lot of times your brain can get overwhelmed and you're not allowing yourself to process a lot of your own feelings and thoughts because you're constantly thinking about that person and what they're doing, and that also kind of gets you comparing yourself to other people, which can also damage a lot of your creativity and just progress in general. So I highly suggest that you disconnect from a lot of your socials, definitely throughout the day, and if not, take like a few days off or a week at a time when you're starting to feel like you fell off track or you're not making the progress that you want to, because there's a lot of power in just letting yourself think, and that can just be when you're out taking a walk, if you're walking with your dog, or just allowing yourself to sit, if it's just in your house. Meditating is a really powerful tool. If you haven't tried it before, I highly suggest doing the Headspace app. That one is something that I started with. It's only like 10 minutes and it really helps to clear your head. All right, tip number 3 is to go get sweaty. Now, I know that sounds obvious, but you gotta try to gain the momentum again. So once you get in about 3 sessions in a row, you feel like you finally gained the momentum and you feel so much better and you're more likely to stay on track. So my tip is, if you haven't been training consistently, to get into the gym and do a full body workout. So that might be a cardio HIIT session, or you can do a full body weight training session. The reason that I suggest that is because you'll be working every muscle group. That way you'll get less sore the next day. That way you can go in the next day for another workout, and then the next day, and then gain that momentum without getting too sore. Even if the workout is 20 or 30 minutes, that's honestly better than nothing. You get a great workout in that time, but that's it, guys. Plain and simple, get back in the game, get a sweat on. And of course, I have to talk about nutrition. So tip number 4 is all about nutrition and loading your body up with superfoods, vitamins, and minerals, because honestly, that's what I feel like helps me the most when I just replenish my body and kind of hit the reset button. So I do some daily detoxing with some of the supplements I take, but when I need a little bit extra, I love getting these little health shots. I picked up this one at my local supermarket, Vons, but it's from Suja, and this one is for digestion. So it's basically, the main ingredients are ginger and apple cider vinegar, which I'm not a huge fan of the taste of either of those, but they give me like immediate relief, and they're so good for your gut. So your gut and your brain are connected, so it's important that you take care of your gut so that you can think clearly and Really just, it's all connected. Your gut is pretty much like your second brain. So it doesn't taste the best, guys, I'm being honest. It also has some other things in it. It has pineapple juice, it has lemon, camu, and cayenne as well. So here we go. Cheers to health. It never gets better. One of my clients at F45 said that she didn't think this one was too bad, but it's the ginger, literally makes my eyes water. I'm not crying, you're crying. And with proper nutrition, water is a huge part of that. So getting the proper amount of water is so important, and I feel like a broken record when I'm talking about this because so many people struggle with getting enough water throughout the day. So if you're watching this right now, go chug a glass of water. Chug it with me right here. All right, here we go. Most people are chronically dehydrated, and when you're not drinking enough water, it messes with your appetite, it messes with your skin, it messes with your sleep, so much. So I always suggest people try to drink a gallon a day and just use that as the benchmark and see how much you can get down, because it makes all the difference, honestly. All right, next let's dive into my supplement cabinet. These are the products that I pretty much take every day. And this is not a sponsored video. I do have a ton of Organifi products because number one, they're super healthy. It's a superfood company. I do work with them, so I have a discount code, Danielle B, for 15% off if you would like that. Lots of great products, but also my boyfriend David works for the company, so I kind of get the hookup. So I 100% take this every single day. This is the green juice, and this is just loaded with all of the amazing superfoods that you should be getting daily. This detoxifies, this hydrates, and this just loads you up with a bunch of good stuff. So it has wheatgrass, it has moringa, it has spirulina, chlorella, matcha green tea, coconut water, ashwagandha. It has beet powder, turmeric, so a lot of great stuff. I don't know if I even pronounced all those words right, but love this one. I take it daily. Next, they have the red juice, which is for antioxidants and anti-aging. And then there's the pure, which is good for gut health and brain health. So I typically mix these two together. And then they also have gold, which this is the original. It's basically turmeric powder, but it has some other stuff in it too. And then this is the chocolate gold, which this one, guys, tastes so good. This one tastes good too, but like this one is like, it's basically like healthy hot chocolate. This one, like I said, is turmeric. It also has turkey tail mushroom, magnesium, reishi, coconut milk, cinnamon, ginger, and black pepper. So this one's really good for detoxifying, for inflammation. Yeah. So these are the products that I'm taking every day. So this definitely helps me, you know, keep up with my nutrition. Some other things that I take daily are the daily turmeric pills. Like I said, the main ingredient in gold is turmeric, but I take this on the side as well. And then probiotics. Probiotics are amazing for your gut. They help balance out your good and bad bacteria. So taking this daily as well. When it comes to nutrition, guys, it's just good to stick to the basics. You want to get vegetables at every meal, have some fruit, have some lean sources of protein, try to get enough protein throughout the day so that you can maintain your muscle or grow muscle. You want to get healthy fats, you want to get complex healthy carbs, stay away from the simple sugars, and just try to limit any of your processed foods. And if you just stick to those basics, you will see progress. I know it's difficult, but you just have to try to build healthy habits and stay consistent. Now with supplementation, it is not necessary to take supplements. It's a good idea if you need to fill in the holes in your diet, which most people are not getting the nutrients that they need. So it is important to bring in some supplements if you need them for the extra help, but just use your own judgment to figure out what you need. And again, stick to the basics and you guys will do just fine. All right, welcome to day 2 or 3 of the vlog. I honestly lost track, but I just got back from the gym and I'm about to have some lunch here. This is tofurkey sausage with a bell pepper, onions, mushrooms, over some rice, and with a little bit of avocado. So very hungry, excited to eat that. But I wanted to close out this video and give you the last tip that I have for you for getting back on track, and that is to set a goal and make a plan. So most likely you've gotten off track because you're not excited about what you're doing anymore. You need to, set a goal that excites you and challenges you. And after you decide what your goal is, then you need a plan to get there. If you don't have a plan, then you're most likely going to fall off track again, or you're just going to waste a lot of time not knowing what you're doing. So if we're talking about fitness, then that would be having a workout plan, or at least having a game plan on what you're going to do for your workout split or your workouts throughout the week, and then also figuring out what you're going to do for your nutrition, your diet side, which is really important. So on that note, I'm actually going to be making my next video on that subject. I'm gonna go over what I'm doing for my workouts, for my nutrition, and also give you guys a little bit of a body update and really just show you where I'm at. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Please give the video a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.